Hello everybody, Andy here from Glass Half Dead. It's on the merch, you can't get it wrong. And today we have some more news about Strike Force Justian. In fact, it's just gone up for pre-order. I have a few things to say about it, but basically the article, the pre-order article, gives us a few new tidbits of information. A lot of it is very obvious, but it's still good to have confirmation because, let's be honest, you know, GW really has not been brilliant when it comes to fulfilling orders, due to stock issues, whatever. And because Strike Force Justian is just 7 dudes who are super generic dudes, I think a lot of us are going to be proxying. Here in front of me, which you can't really see, but they're here, I've got my little Death Guard proxies ready to go. Most of these are actually from the Season 3 Heroes Death Guard box, except one has an Eliminator sniper rifle. There you go. That was an easy conversion. So I think now's a great time for those of us that have been holding off till we see a little bit of confirmation on what it will be. Is possibly a good time to start our hobby and conversion work, maybe. Anyway, let's go and have ourselves a quick read of the Warcom article to see what we can see, because there's some it's interesting. That's all I'm going to say. It's interesting. We get to it. It implies some things. It states some things. However, I would like to say before we get to the article, of course, that if you're subscribed to my channel, I'd like to give you a big circle hello. Wow, so wholesome. Honestly, on this delightful, incredibly sunny in the UK, we might be getting back to suns out, guns out on the Glass Half Dead content creator purgatory room. I hope that you've had a good time, and I hope that you also enjoy some pleasantries, because honestly, without that, what are we doing with our lives, right? If you're not pleasant, then don't... Running out of steam, aren't I? Haven't even started the video. Woo! Let's go. Okay. Oh, I have like content and stuff and like a Patreon, and you get benefits for signing up to my Patreon. Cool, all right. So let's go down to it. First off, weirdly, I'm just going to throw this out there, weirdly, they feel that the Black Library Creed is above a new Strike Force, like Kill Team, but whatever, doesn't matter. I actually really want to read this, but by read it, I mean I really want to read the eventual Wikipedia summary. I don't think Black Library is very good. Okay, moving on. Not my vibe, sorry, not my vibe, that's what I mean. Now, Warhammer Heroes, Series 4. Interestingly, yeah, okay, doesn't matter. All right. Notice here, we have Japanese on the box. If you haven't seen this before, this is a Japanese release, or at least it was originally for the previous Warhammer Heroes boxes. But this time we've been told that it's going to be coming to the rest of the world at the same time, which is really cool. So, let's read it. Let's discover what we discover. The Space Marine Heroes series of collectible blind box miniatures returns, now known as Warhammer Heroes, with a new set of Lucky Dip models. Series 4 comprises 7 new miniatures from a variety of Space Marine squads, featuring intercessors, an assault intercessor, a heavy intercessor, an eliminator, and even a captain, all entirely new for this set. They will be available in retailers across the United States, Germany, Japan, China, and Australia. Do you notice a country missing? But note that you won't be able to buy them directly from the Games Workshop web store. Okay, so, right, okay, so, couple of things. This will be available in retailers across blah, blah, blah. It's not in some countries including, you are only able to get this in the US, Germany, Japan, China, and Australia. The UK, I don't think we're going to get them. That's kind of... Certainly, I know that for the Kill Team chaps out there that want the official models, you know, in Spain, Poland, etc., that's going to be real tough to get. I think that the Germans are going to be controlling those trade routes quite hard. Anyway, but there's more. Unlike previous series, this collection can be used in games of Kill Team as a unique faction. Each miniature comes with its own Kill Team data card containing their full rules and a ploy for the team to use. So all you need is 6 of the 7 operatives to start playing. Okay, great. We've had it confirmed that it is still a 6 model team. Now, considering which models you could take, 6 makes total sense, right? Bumping it up to 7 models, but somehow taking an Eliminator, a Heavy Intercessor, and a Captain would be nuts. Like, they'd all have to take huge nerfs for that to be valid, right? However, we have seen the throwing grenade before. This was, I'm going to say leaked, but, you know, released by the Japanese retailers in the past. However, it was in Japanese, and I did a video on it, and we couldn't really, it was a bit of a guess. Long story short, so this is a standard intercessor. He has 14 wounds. He has a bolt rifle that is 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, 3/4 damage, P1. Standard intercessor with a bolt rifle. On the card, he has Bolt of Discipline. This operative can perform 2 shoot actions during its activation. Now, this implies that we are not going to then have Bolt of Discipline as a ploy, right? It's on the sheet. Are they all going to get Bolt of Discipline, or will only some of them get Bolt of Discipline? Who knows? I certainly look forward to the plasma pistol shooting twice, but we shall see. No, it's not a bolt gun. It doesn't matter. And then we get the smoke grenade. Now let's have a quick read of this text. There's a lot of text there. Let me break it down why it's interesting. It's unlimited. There you go. Costs you 1 AP, and you can just pop smokes constantly. Sorry. To clarify, you can only ever perform the same action once per activation. However, you potentially could do 1 every turn, so you kind of have 4 smoke grenades. So this is the most powerful smoke grenade in the game, which is cool, I suppose. Yeah. This kill team, Strike Force Justian, is fully match play legal and designed to ease newer players into the game with simple but powerful rules. Don't worry if you're worried about a Space Marine captain hitting the kill zone though. A close range melter gun blast will nuke him all the same. Certainly, what stats are they giving a Space Marine captain, right? Like, I don't know. So he's, I don't know, like crazy. Maybe we know from Compendium, maybe they've changed a bit from Compendium, Heavy Intercessors 18 wounds. Maybe the captain is 18 wounds too. Maybe you've got 2 18 wound models on the board. And then we know that the intercessors are still 14. They haven't taken them down to 12. That'd be a really high wound count team. Anyway, we don't know. However, do note that we kind of know the format this team will come out in now. And I want to really stress that it's a fully match play legal team, and every blind box is going to give us what we see here. We're going to get whatever equipment they have. Presumably they will all have one of those unique actions on their things, and they have bolted discipline presumably, and then that's kind of it. And then on the flip side, to be match play legal, we're going to have some sort of way to get how you build the team, right? They've said here that you need 6 out of 7. So obviously on the back of that card, it's going to say, pick 6 models, something like that. And then it will say, presumably, Captain Justian is your leader, right? Yeah, okay. And then it's also said that we're going to get a ploy on the back of that card. Awesome. And then presumably we're also going to have the archetype of the team on that card, which is cool. You know, back of the card's going to have our archetypes. So I would assume it's going to be the same as Intercession, but maybe it's everything, because Intercession, I believe, can't take one of the ones that Phobos can. Is it Infiltration? Whereas Phobos can take Infiltration. So maybe you just take any. I don't know. Or maybe it's going to be super simple, because they do say it's for beginners, and so we're going to get, you can only take Seek and Destroy. Which if you view it as a beginner team, with like no real, well, you have the option to swap 1 Marine, right? And no equipment, they've said that in a previous article. Then, I don't know, maybe it is just Seek and Destroy. Because, you know, if you're a new player, saying, hey, just kill stuff. Like, that's a really good and valid way to play a new team, I genuinely think. And there you go, that's it. That is all the new information that we have for this team. So, heading back up, I want to quickly now explain the format just in case you're new to this, you don't know what this is. So, obviously, I don't know if this is 100% true, but it's how all of the previous Space Marine Heroes boxes released. There's something called a blind buy. What it is you get, I don't have my, I threw away my Season 3 Death Guard one, because why would I keep it? But basically, they get sold in a carton of 8 boxes, okay? And in those 8 boxes, you don't know which model you're getting when you open it. The concept being that you buy one box at a time, okay? And you don't know which of the 7 possible Marines you will get. Within that box, there are 7 unique sculpts, and 6 unique sculpts, and then 1 will be duplicated. So one of the models, potentially, if you buy the whole box, you will get twice. Cool. Now the way this has worked in the past, if I'm honest, every time I've tried to buy a box, I've never tried to buy one box. That's a waste of time. I tried to buy the whole carton. I believe that the retail price for the previous boxes has been £45. You then get 8 models. You will get 1 duplicate of one of the models. It's the same in every box, unless they've done a mispack, all right? And now, super cool, we will also get a Kill Team data card, which is really cool. And there you go. So just keep that in mind. Sorry, this is what I'm trying to guide. I'm trying to guide you here, chaps. If you are into the blind box buy thing, and you just want to buy 1 box a week, keep in mind it's going to take a while till you have a full team, and theoretically you could buy, you know, 1 a week, 1 a day, whatever you're doing, whatever your scheme is, and never actually pick up Justian, right? You might never pick up the one leader of the team. So that's going to be real awkward, because obviously without him, what do you do? However, if you're going into it as, I just want to buy the carton, so that I know I have all 8 models, then you are guaranteed to get 1 of each. You're good to go. Certainly, if I am able to get a hold of 1, that is what I will be doing. It's what I did for Space Marine Heroes 3 with the Death Guard, because they're all great sculpts. Didn't do it for 1 and 2 because they didn't tickle my pickle quite as much. But for this one, because it's a Kill Team one, I of course will be attempting to buy a full carton. But I'm in the bloody UK, so maybe I can't. My only fingers crossed hope there is that because they've said the countries it's available in, and not the UK, and then they said you won't be able to buy it from the UK, from the web store. Fingers crossed, maybe you can buy it in a Warhammer store, but you have to be in person. I don't know. I really don't know. So anyway, that's why I'm saying get your proxies ready, especially apparently the UK guys. This could possibly be the most expensive team that the UK has ever seen. If you want to do them 1-for-1 proxies, you'd have to buy a box of Eliminators, use 1 of them, that's 35 quid. You'd have to buy a box of Heavy Intercessors, use 1 of them, that's another 35 quid. You've already broken the sound barrier, even against Chaos Cults. No, Chaos Cults would still be more expensive. You then have to buy a Captain, they're about 25 quid on their own. Okay, now you're more expensive than Chaos Cults and the Worm Cult, Wormblade. And then you'd have to buy a box of Intercessors and a box of Assault Intercessors to use 1 model. So, yeah. If you want to do a 1-for-1 proxy, this isn't the team to do it. I think you're going to want to do kind of, that's definitely going to be a video I'm doing soon, where, you know, like viable proxy teams. And then also, if you do buy 1 of everything, what else can you do with those models? Can you make up an intercession team? Can you make up a legionary team converted? What do you have if you then go into 40k with that team? That sort of thing. So obviously I've done my Death Guard. Yeah, there you go, which is just 1 box of Death Guard. So, okay, cool. Well, that's been quite fun. I'm hyped for a new kill team. I'm a true Renaissance man at the moment when it comes to kill team. Really enjoying the game, and new rules is new rules. big fan. But if you made it to the end of the video, I'd like to give you a big square hello. Wow, aren't shapes hilarious to make a meme out of for my content? Yes, they are. Hey, if you made it to the end of the video, quite genuinely, thank you so much for sticking with me, not just in this video, but in general. It really means a lot. And let me know if you're hyped for a new team, even though it's being pitched as a really beginner, low-level team. It's new rules. Or are you not a Marine guy and you're like, nah, forget this. I'm a blooded main. I'm a commando main. I'm a chow main. Off the top of my dome. Wow, I'm a lyrical genius. I'm going to stop this and go drink because I'm really hot in here. Jesus Christ. All right, bye.